So I could be biased, but I think Indian Cove Campground is the best campground in Joshua Tree. I think it's a gem, and I keep coming back to this spot over and over again. There's more to being inside the national park boundaries when it comes to campgrounds for me, and Indian Cove is located just 18 minutes from the 29 Palms entrance, which rarely has any traffic, versus the popular west entrance, which notably gets backed up. Indian Cove offers luxuries that national park campgrounds might not be able to offer, mainly space and privacy. We're in spot 101, which is kind of interesting because there's a trio of spots really close to one another, and I think we're actually kind of far back there. So let's go check it out. During this trip, we had campsite 101, which actually ended up being a bit of a walk from our parking spot. Usually campsites are right next to where you park. Regardless, this spot might have become a new favorite of mine with this totally private Boulder Valley view. I mean, look at this. And all to ourselves. Overall though, my favorite part about this campground are the campsites themselves. Most sites offer a private alcove of boulders to call your own, which is hard to come by in most campgrounds inside the park. You can have fun climbing, hanging out. It just offers the perfect ambiance that you're looking for in a desert camping trip. All sites offer a fire pit, picnic table, and charcoal barbecue along with parking. The campground has vault toilets, trash, propane tank disposal, but no drinking water. With 2 nights in the campground, we had a lot of time to enjoy the site and venture out to Joshua Tree National Park. When I arrived, I had the day to myself as I waited for my friend Chris to get here. This campground is about 2 hours from Orange County and a little less than 3 hours from San Diego. I set up camp waiting for Chris and just enjoyed the stunning valley views until he arrived. One of my favorite parts of this entire trip was actually having this campsite to myself for a little bit. A lot of times you camp with your friends and that's super fun, but having a little solo time, seeing what you're capable of, seeing where your mental headspace is, it was just so nice being able to enjoy this site and have the desert silence and enjoy a meal to myself and just really kind of meditate on my thoughts. We're all going through something. It's been a rough couple of years. And let me tell you, nothing hits the spot like a campsite all to yourself and a view like this. Just like with any camping trip, you're definitely going to want to check the weather. Through the late spring and summer, be aware of high heat. I highly recommend having an awning for your campsite because a lot of these campsites, if not all of them, don't have any coverage. And it really saved our butts when we were cooking or hanging out anytime during midday. Also, we like to eat good when we're camping. Chris is kind of a bougie camper, but I am here for it. I never turn down a trip with him because I know I'm going to eat good. Time to head to Joshua Tree for some day hikes. We had our hearts set on the Arch Rock Trail. Inevitably, Arch Rock Trail being a popular hike, there was lots of people even in the early morning before the heat. So just a FYI, you're going to want to plan your hikes early to avoid that summer desert heat.
Do you love it when you keep me guessing? When you leave and then you leave me stressing. But I can't stay mad when you walk like that, no.
But because the day was heating up so fast, we decided to head back to camp where we knew the surrounding boulders would offer some shade around 2 p.m. We ended up just relaxing and chatting and hanging out in our hammocks and enjoyed the views. This ended up being the best way to end a super long day out hiking in the heat. Also, just a heads up, one of the best purchases I might have ever made is this portable hammock stand. It's great for any type of camping trip, especially when you don't know if there's going to be trees to hang your hammock. So this has been really awesome, but I will say this one is a little bit heavy, but it also is very affordable. If you'd like to know more about this portable hammock stand, let me know in the comments and I'll let you know where I got it. Because I can't sit still for the life of me, I wanted to finish the day strong. So I went on one final hike at sunset, and it's a trail connected to the campground. Indian Cove Trail is an easy 0.6 loop trail at the end of the campground that offers some pretty sunset views. I'm having flashbacks. The last time I was on this trail, I broke my phone. So let's Grip this tight. Let's not break my phone. This was a super chill hike to just take another moment to myself, take in that sunset, get a breather in, rest my muscles, and then time to head back before it gets too dark.
Yeah. Why you calling at 11:30 when you only wanna do me dirty? But I hit right back 'cause you got that, yeah.
This is a friendly reminder, do not forget your headlamp on any hike, just to be safe. You just never know when you're going to be hiking back at sunset. Any time at dusk with any camping trip, but especially in Joshua Tree, I love watching the bats fly at dusk. It's such a highlight, and nothing beats eating dinner by a campfire as you revel in the day as bats fly above. Could just be me, but it's kind of one of my favorite moments of a camping trip. Day 2, time to have breakfast and say farewell. I love this campground. You get so much more space to breathe and enjoy than other campgrounds inside the national park. Indian Cove Campground, you are a winner. You can book a campsite here on recreation.gov for around $25 a night. There are 101 sites, along with 13 group sites, and pets are allowed at the campground. So, bring your dog, and let me pet it, please. Some fun things to note about the campground that you're definitely going to want to know if you're an avid outdoors person. 1, there are a lot of rock climbing spots within the campground, a lot of them located within campsites. Sometimes you'll see hooks and ropes still in place, so if that's your thing, that's really cool, a lot of bouldering and climbing. 2nd, you can also enter the national park from the campground via the 8-mile Boy Scout Trail as well. So you can either drive in or you can hike in, but I just think that's another element of what makes this campground so great. I hope you found this video helpful planning for your next Joshua Tree National Park adventure. Do you have a favorite Joshua Tree campground that I should maybe check out? Tell me in the comments. I would love to see what it's all about. As always, thank you so much for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. And, well, it's time to head out for the next adventure. I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks. All right, so that was a good weekend. Out in Joshua Tree, I mean, it's hard with the heat, but, you know, the nights were cool, and today was a little cooler. But that was a successful trip, and I just love this campground, you guys. If you haven't been to it, Indian Cove Campground, technically outside of Joshua Tree, but really close to the entrances. And I honestly, you know, my own opinion, I think it's better than most of the campgrounds inside the park. More space, more privacy, more boulders. So yeah, loving it. So thank you for watching. And I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.